Yeah, I mean, I don't know why all of a sudden, just between one break of car, they all of a sudden pick up 4/10 of a second, even more with Barry. But that's weird. I don't get it. More weekends go by, the more confused I get.
Would it be better just to revert to no groups, or just have if they're going to do single like this, just have Bay on the outside, or regardless, instead of mixing them all together?
I think it is, isn't it?
For the top 10, the top 5 in each group will be ordered by their speed and qualifying, and then everybody outside the top 10.
Why do we have to make it so complicated?
Hey.
Why do we have to make it so complicated?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Whatever. I mean, it's good for me. I'm P2 in the first group, right? So I'm fine.
Yeah, you'll start at least
4th, right?
No, you could start as low as 7th.
Oh, great. So we will.
Because they're mixing, and the top 5 in each group are by their regular speed.
Would I run a 69? So yeah, we're already going to be the slowest of. Okay, cool.
Sorry. Last
7th, got it.
Last week, there was some thought that maybe you ran out of gas before you got hit or had an issue. Did you, or did Ross just overshoot the corner and get into you?
I mean, it stumbled getting into 4, but I'm not sure that made any difference. I was far enough offline. I was a groove and a half out of the way, and he just comes barreling on in there and blows through my door. Don't know the significance. Obviously, it hurt me being able to just have enough fuel to get back re-going and then try to fend off the rest of the cars that were coming from behind me.
So do you think it would have probably still been top 5 or top 10 if it stumbled?
I would have been top 10.
Top 10.
Yeah.
Are you guys making strides? I mean, you feel like you're making strides. It seems up a little up and down, but is there something you're noticing?
We learned a few things at the Indy test before I cut it short. So feel like hopefully we can start improving or building some improvements of what we found out there and bringing those to the racetrack. So I'm not sure if all that's been implemented yet, but it hopefully certainly will be, and we'll continue to keep working at it. Yeah.
So that will help at big tracks. So is that what you learned, or how can it help elsewhere?
Arrow's arrow. Anytime you're going over 35 miles an hour, arrow makes a difference. Just ask Mark Martin. Maybe his number was 60. I don't remember what his number was, but it makes a difference.
Truex announces that this will be his last full-time year. What will you kind of remember as his influence or impact? Having been a teammate with him?
Him kicking my ass at Furniture Row and being so mad about that all the time. But no, I mean, him and I actually came in at the same time. Not many people really know it, but he and I were slated to share the Chance 2 car together. And then when I got my opportunity at Hendrick, that gave him the full-time opportunity in the 8 Busch car and me in the 5 Busch car. And we competed for a championship, and he beat me out of the gate with that one. So we've been here the whole time together, and we've always had a great relationship, a great understanding and respect for one another. And it was always fun working with him and being a part of the same team with him, and just his skill level and how good he is at what he does. And I would say the lesser of the effort that he puts in from others, and yet he can still get good results.
He didn't have the success early on that you had.
Correct.
Did you ever wonder whether he could have the success that he ended up having at Gibbs? I mean, all those years at DEI and then a year at Michael Waltrip.
Yeah, I mean, he had it. I felt like he had it. His rookie season was fine. I mean, he won a race. I won a race in my rookie year. And then, that was the COT era, so it kind of got a little weird with that and DEI kind of folding and whatnot. But then MWR, and then, once he finally found a solid footing at Furniture Row and then the Toyota relationship, that was when it really kicked off for him, obviously. But racing against him for that first year in the Busch Series, I knew how good he was, and I knew what he was capable of. And a lot of times it's a matter of what horse you're riding.
Does it weird you out that a lot of your contemporaries are starting to go away, and you're kind of moving up the older driver ranks?
It is weird, but it's evolution, I guess, of how this sport happens. I mean, Jeff Gordon came in at 22, 23, and he left at 43 something. So I'm not too far behind. I know my days are numbered.
than normal. Do you think they'd take advantage of you like that if you were in a more competitive car?
I mean, we are trying to gracefully fade a little bit more than we should be, and guys are trying to make passes, and the good ones like Denny and a couple others, they take their time and they know the pass is going to end up eventually being made. But then there's some other guys out there where you run them and run them and run them and run them because you've been run into before, and they'll run as hard as they can until they run into you again. And so that's just the nature of how you race people, I guess, and then the nature also of how hard you run guys. And sometimes you got to pick and choose those battles, and you'd like to think that you can race side by side with some of these guys, but some you can't.
Some of the buzz on social media when Truex retired was like, could Kyle Busch ever come back to JGR? Could you ever see a scenario like that?
I would say anything's possible always. Certainly that if I was welcomed, I would go back. If Hendrick welcomed me back, I would go back. But right now I'm at RCR with my group of guys, and in the deal that I have right now in place, and so we're trying to work and build this program and make RCR great again.
And you're back there next year at
Correct.
RCR. Okay.
Did anybody from JTR reach out to you to see if it was possible to get out of your contract?
No, they pretty much knew what my terms were, so there's no talk clauses.
What's the difference between trying to build something or make it stronger as opposed to your I guess I'd say glory years championships where you're on top of the mountain and just
Yeah, I mean, to me, like, you always envy the Jimmy Chad era, and you look at that and you're like, damn, it looks so easy, and they made it look easy, and they made the rest of us feel so dumb. And then 2015 to 2019 happened with me, Adam, Ben, our group of guys, where it was like, okay, wow, it can be easy. This does exist. And, if you're not finishing in the top 3 on a given day, you pretty much screwed yourself. So it can happen. It's just a matter of being able to understand everything to the finest, littlest detail of what's in your race car. Why do you have that right front spring? Why do you have the left rear camber? Why do you have whatever you have, where you have it, and understanding what all of those pieces do together to make you fast. And so that's what we're working towards. And fast cars cure all. And then next, obviously, you got to have good pit stops too. So we're working on all that.
That's kind of what you've always had.
Trenton Worsham with Frontstretch.com. Come back for more great racing videos. And if you like us, don't forget to hit the subscribe button.